Today we are ranking all of the starting small forwards in the NBA. We did power forwards, we did centers, they're on the channel. We're working our way down. We're going to do small forwards, we'll do shooting guards, we'll do point guards. Any other ones you guys want to see, let me know in the comment section below. But before we get into this video, as always, please consider subscribing to my YouTube channel. That would be greatly appreciated. Also, dropping a like helps me out. Appreciate y'all. Let's get into the rankings. Alright, so as always with all of these ranking videos, I don't know if these are 100% accurate lists, so don't come at me if they're not. I didn't make this. I'm just using what I found. And there's duplicates for some teams, so I'm going to have to pick between them. But we're just going to work our way down the list. RJ Barrett. I'll say he's an average small forward right now. He's looked solid for his second year in the league, but he's not doing anything to really prove to me that he is an above average small forward right now. So that way he is average. DeAndre Hunter. He's looked really good this year. I am debating putting him between above average and average. I'm going to leave him at average for right now. But he might get moved later. Tim Hardaway Jr., does he really start for them? He really starts for them. Okay, so I would say he's above average. He is a flamethrower. He scores a lot of points, and he shoots the ball really well. So I definitely think that Tim Hardaway Jr. has a really solid argument for being up on this list because he actually is a really solid small forward in this league. And I think that him scoring what's he scoring, like 17, 18 points a game this year definitely puts him in the above average category. Otto Porter. Does he be starting for them or is it Patrick Williams? I got to check on that because I hope it's Patrick Williams and not Otto Porter, but I got to check. Okay, so Patrick Williams has started every single game for them, so we'll just go with him. Right now, and I'm looking at his stats currently too, he is a below average small forward. He's a rookie. He has to prove himself more, and that's fine. He's definitely going to be up higher, up in this range, above average probably, even next season. But for right now, he's a below average small forward in the league. But he has a lot of potential. He's one of my favorite players in the draft. But for right now, he's below average. Pretty much every rookie right now is going to be below average. That's just how it works. TJ Warren, he fell off. He's not bubble TJ Warren anymore. Right now, he's just regular old TJ Warren. I think that warrants him landing in the above average category for right now. He's looked fine. He's looked solid, actually. But he's just not that flamethrower that we saw in the bubble. Danny Green, does he start for them as small? We're just going to go with it. Danny Green, I'm going to keep him in average right now, maybe above average, but we got to see how everything plays out because I don't want to put too many people in above average because then it's like you can't have over half the people above average or higher because that just doesn't make sense. So we're going to have him in average right now. Jason Tatum was in the power forwards video, so he is going to not be ranked here. Josh Okogie is an average small forward in this league. Offensively, below average. Defensively, all-star or elite. He is amazing on the defensive side of the ball. Just ridiculously good. He'll not clamp up. He's like so effective at just slowing down whoever. It can be a power forward, a point guard. He don't care. He's slowing them down, and that's really impressive. Lou Dort in that category as well. And he's also a solid offensive option too. So he's average for now. I think he's probably better than Josh Okogie a little bit. I think Okogie's a little bit better of a defender, but Dort's got more on offense. But I think they're in the same tier currently. Isaac Okoro, let me check out his stats to see if he has an argument to be in the average category. All right, so Okoro's defense has looked impressive so far this season. Don't get me wrong, but the offense is just okay. And if we're putting Patrick Williams in below average, we got to put Isaac Okoro there too. But those players are definitely going to be higher. Maybe later this season, maybe next season, but right now they got to stick in that below average. Isaac Bonga, below average. I don't even know if he's actually their starter. But if he is, he's below average. Michael Porter Jr., Michael Porter Jr. is in the power forwards video, was he not? Pretty sure he was. We'll leave him down there. But he was in the power forwards video. Maybe he shouldn't have been, but he definitely was. Okay, Portland, Melo comes off the bench, I think. And Derrick Jones Jr., I'm going to put him above average. His defense is really good, and his offense is taking a leap. And he's just looked pretty impressive this season, even though their team defense hasn't been great. I think he's a good, solid defender. So that's where we're sticking there. Bojan Bogdanovic. Why do I feel like he was in the power forward one too? But you know what? He probably is their small forward, and Royce O'Neal's probably their power forward. I think somebody said that. So we're going to put him above average. He's on one of the best teams in the league. The Jazz are absolutely cooking. They're hitting shots, and he's a big part of that. So I'm going to keep him above average. We haven't got a single all-star yet. We have not gotten a single all-star small forward yet. We'll just to fill out the board a little bit, we'll just throw Kawhi up there in elite. There's not much to say about it, right? Like, Kawhi is ridiculously good. He's an elite small forward in this league. Kelly Oubre. Now, this is a curious case. Kelly Oubre, I gotta take a peek quick, but Kelly Oubre, from my understanding, Warriors fans ain't been happy with him. 11 points, 5 rebounds this season. That's definitely a step back from last year where he averaged 18. We're gonna put him average. I'm not even gonna lie. And Warriors fans, I'm not trying to hate on him, but he hasn't looked good this year. He maybe has looked better than most of these people in this category, but he hasn't looked as good as any of these guys. Maybe I'm giving Derrick Jones Jr. a little bit too much credit, but yeah, I think I'm giving Derrick Jones Jr. a little too much credit. We're gonna put him in average, but those 3 guys up there definitely above average. KCP, he's above average. He's been killing it for the Lakers the last couple seasons. After a bunch of people were ready to completely write him off a couple years ago, he was a solid contributor on a championship contender last year, and he's doing really good things for the Lakers this year. The stats are like 10 points, but like his impact is really, really good. And just like Bojan Bogdanovic, he's on one of the best teams in basketball, so he has to be up there. Mikal Bridges, he's here. He's close to being up here. Mikal Bridges has been awesome this year. Flat out awesome. Defensively, offensively, Mikal Bridges is a future all-star. You know, once a couple people start phasing out of their all-star, area, Mikal Bridges is right there. Harrison Barnes. I haven't watched a lot of Kings this year, to be honest with you. Mainly because Luke Walton, I'm just not a huge fan of him, and he just runs really, really bad systems and everything. But I gotta check on Harrison Barnes quick, because I don't wanna, rat on him if he's looking good, because 16 points. He's above average. You don't average 17 points, 16.9 points a game, and you're not above average. He's on a pretty poor team, but I think for now we're going to keep him in the above average. Eric Gordon, average. He's always been above average probably, but now I don't think he's looked that good this year. And I just haven't been too impressed by what I've seen from him. And I think Rockets fans can agree. Wait. Maybe... Man, he averages 17 points a game. I'm going to have to reshuffle this after I just think about everyone. He averages 17 points a game. He's got to be up there. He has to. Kyle Anderson, average. No. Below average. We got to have people below average, and he's one of them. Brandon Ingram, all-star. Maybe elite, but for right now, all-star. DeMar, all-star. Is LeBron not on this list? That's an L if LeBron's not on this list. Maybe he's on the point guard list? I don't know. Joe Harris. Above average. We're moving KCP down. Sorry, I had to do it. Gordon Hayward, all-star. Makes sense. These 3 guys, they've all having really good, solid seasons. I'm thinking about putting some of them in elite. I don't know yet. We'll see. Shake Milton. We already did Danny Green. Who's this? OG Anunoby. I'm going to put him above average right now. I got to take a peek at his stats to refresh my memory a little bit, but Anunoby has looked really good from my understanding. 14 points, 6 rebounds. He's staying in above average. He's not up to that all-star level. Jeremy Grant, all-star. Most improved player type this year. He's been just amazing. Just literally amazing. Chris Middleton, we're going to throw him an all-star right now. Pretty self-explanatory. Chris Middleton is really, really good. 50, 40, 90 club guy. Like, super impressive. Jimmy Butler, we know who Jimmy Butler is. He's a killer. He's a dog. He led that Miami Heat team to the NBA Finals last year in the bubble, and that was just super impressive. We're almost done here. We only got a couple left. I got to rearrange a little bit, I think. James Ennis. Is that James Ennis? I got to make sure that's James Ennis. I think it is, but I can't trust myself. That is James Ennis. He is below average. He's not been good this year. Marcus Smart. I feel like this should be Jaylen Brown. So hear me out. Well, I don't want to... It's interesting because, like, if I go to the shooting guard and Jaylen Brown's on that one, I don't know. If it is Marcus Smart, we're going to do above average. If it's Jaylen Brown, we're doing all-star. We're going to say it's Marcus Smart right now. We're going to put him in the above average. And now I have to make some decisions because I think... Let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6... 7 players up there, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. I can't have 16 players above average, so who's got to go down? Who has to go down? That's a tough one. I don't know who I'm putting down there. I have no idea. Oh, man. Let me look back at, like, Bojan's stats quick and Joe Harris's stats, because those guys might have to get shifted down because I can't have more than 15 up there. Bojan's averaging 14. Joe Harris, 15 almost. Wow, this is tough. TJ Warren, 15. Who do I put down? Okay, I don't see anybody I can move. I literally have no idea. But I feel like I don't even have everybody or one player from every team. Do I have 30? Okay, so I have 29. And I don't have one for the Nuggets. So I'm going to look up who Denver has. I'm going to look it up because the Denver Nuggets need to have somebody on this list. So we got to look up who the Denver Nuggets are starting. I don't even know who's starting at small forward for them. Is it Michael Porter Jr.? I literally have no idea. It could also maybe be like Will Barton. Is Will Barton starting? Let me check that out quick. Will Barton has started 12 of the 16 games. So let's pretend this is Will Barton. And we will say Will Barton is an average small forward. And we're going to have to bring down Harrison Barnes. Their team's not good. We're bringing them down. Okay. Now, the only other thing I'm thinking is, like, Brandon Ingram, is he elite? Is Chris Middleton elite? I don't think so. They're not in that same caliber as Jimmy and Kawhi, so I can't put them up there. But I think this is the list. I think this is our small forward tier list. Let me know your problems, your comments, whatever, in the comment section below. I'm sure there's a ton that you don't agree with on this, and I'm sure that some positions are completely out of whack here. But go ahead. Let me know your comments. Let me know your thoughts. I really do appreciate all that. And drop a like in this video and subscribe to the channel. I really do appreciate that. But anyways, thank you guys for watching. I will see you in the next video. Peace.